My name's Devon Hubbard Tessmer. I was a Crystal Lake Central graduate of 2001, and I would like to challenge you to give yourself back to the world each day. What makes Crystal Lake really special is the people. So, and it's not just the people that were born here and went to Crystal Lake Central or one of the other fabulous high schools, but it's also the people that move here and choose to make this their home and to raise a family. I think Crystal Lake's very unique because there are so many different not-for-profit organizations. I think like in a lot of communities, it's like the same 30% of people that go to everything, do everything, are involved in everything. But I think in Crystal Lake, there's just a lot more people that give back of their time and treasure and really care about the community as a whole, which is really special. So I am a co-creator of Project Frontline. It started with a girlfriend of mine. Her name is Erin McElroy, and she lives here in Crystal Lake. We were talking when it looked like the shelter in place was going to happen, and the fact that it was going to really, really, really affect the restaurants, probably mostly, and like direct service, relationship, person-to-person businesses the most, and mostly restaurants because they depend on people, being there in their establishment. And we've got friends that are restaurant owners and just really care about the local small business community here. And so we were just kind of agonizing over the phone one night, like, is there anything we could do to help? We can't save them, but maybe we could help. And then we were just thinking about all these frontline workers who are putting themselves in the front lines every day so that the rest of us can be at home and be safe and stay healthy. And, they're putting themselves at risk and their families at risk. And so what blossomed was that maybe there was a way that we could help those two together at the same time. So from that, Project Frontline was born. And the idea was to raise money from the community and deploy that money at local restaurants to bring a little bit of happiness, joy, a smile to the frontline workers, to show them that people care, that they're appreciated, that they haven't been forgotten. So it started off with just a couple of restaurants. We put it out on, we started a Facebook page, put it out on there, and had a form that people could fill out through Google, and restaurants just started filling it out. And it just took off. And so we probably deployed between $3,000 and $5,000 a week since we started. We've raised just under $45,000. The goal was $10,000 when we started. So we just kept moving it up incrementally because there's so much support. And it's really, really been a blessing to me, honestly, to be able to do this and be able to talk to the restaurant owners, ask them how they're doing. Is there anything that we can help with? Just listening, I think, is really a huge thing for a lot of them right now, just knowing that people care. So in high school, I was pretty into the arts. That's actually how I met Mrs. Parrish. She was like one of my favorite people when I was in high school. And so I ended up going into elementary education with a minor in art. And after school, I ended up helping out at the family business, wearing a number of different hats, and ended up loving the role that I ended up in, which was business development. But I've grown a skill set, which is project management, event management, which translates really well over to philanthropy, because not-for-profits are really a lot of the times committee-driven, volunteer-driven. They have got really good people that work there, but they've got way too much work to do, and so they need great volunteers to help out. But I grew up with the ethos that you give back to your community more than you take. So I was lucky to be raised in Crystal Lake. I feel so fortunate to have the home that I had and the community that I had, the friends that I had, and all I want to do is just pay it forward. So give back as much as I got from this community. I promise you that giving of your time will always give back more to you. You will always get more out of it than you gave. And that's not the reason that you should give, but I promise you that if you do it, you will have fun and you will get back. You'll learn something, you'll meet someone, you'll discover some part of this community that you didn't know existed before, and you will always find good people. I think it was like Mr. Rogers that said, like, look for the helpers or something. There's always helpers out there, and those helpers are amazing people, and they will bring so much light into your life. So give of your time, talent, or treasure to help other people, but also to help yourself. Making connections is one of the most important things that you can do. There's a lot of things that you can learn in high school, and there's a lot of things that you can learn in college, a lot of skill sets. But but making connections to people is what's really going to set you apart in the real world, because there aren't really a lot of people that can make a unique connection with a lot of people. So be curious, ask questions. Don't be afraid, because as afraid as you are to walk up to somebody else and start a conversation, they're just as afraid to do the same thing. So just put yourself out there, take chances, take risks, look at every encounter as an opportunity to make a new relationship. And I think that you'll always find that you'll find what you're looking for.